Amazon gives endless shelf space to your competitors. How do we make sure people are convinced that your product is the one that you're looking for? How do we solve the customer's problem? The second part of getting your brand noticed on Amazon is desirability. Amazon gives endless shelf space to your competitors. How do we make sure people are convinced that your product is the one that you're looking for? How do we solve the customer's problem? Photos. Is it true that you cannot have people in photos? Normally, for your main hero image, you're supposed to have like a white background and just the product image. So if you're selling shoes, you shouldn't have ankles and legs and all of that type of thing. However, Amazon changes the rules all the time. We'll focus on a product category and make everybody follow the same rules and then go somewhere else, and then people start tweaking. So I was having a chat today with the team about one business we're working with where they're selling drinks bottles, and the competitors are showcasing 7 or 8 drinks bottles, so like an entire range on their hero image. That's because Amazon has put the focus elsewhere. That's so people are trying to break the rules. The question is, should you try and break the rules? So if you're selling shoes and some of your competitors have got legs on them and you think that would be a good idea, you can try it. If Amazon decides that that's then counter their terms of service, they'll take the listing down, but they won't suppress it. So all you need to do is go in and change the photo. So it's certainly worth pushing the boundaries with things like photos and experimenting, especially if you see your competitors are doing it. But for the main hero image, you should just have a white background. However, you have seven images, and that's where we can use the space we have on Amazon to have lifestyle photos, to have infographics. What's the difference between branding on an Amazon product page and website? We've got photos. Photos are going to make things desirable on an Amazon product page. What's the difference between photos on an Amazon product page and your website? Okay, photos. We have 7 images in the description, and we have photos for A+ content. Photos that you have on Amazon should not necessarily be the same ones you have on your website. We see a lot of times that companies will do a product photo and they know that Amazon has to have a white background and all of that type of thing. But the rest of the photos would have been lifted from Instagram or lifted from the website. They might not be the right resolution. They might not be the right quality. And it might not really be conforming with Amazon's terms of service. And especially an A+, you can end up really being a bit stymied by having the wrong photos. So in terms of things that you can invest in, a photo shoot for a couple of £100 is well worth your time. Definitely before you start advertising, make sure you've got the best photos you can to make sure that you showcase your brand. We have space. Space is limited on Amazon, obviously. We have videos is a way of making your product desirable. Every time we're doing an Amazon product listing, we have to squeeze a quart into a pint pot. And we've got to make sure that your photos are doing the job. Your A+ is doing the job. We appreciate space is limited. We've got videos. We've got tech info. Now, this may seem very simple, but actually, understanding what is it that makes things desirable for your customers is something we help people a lot about.